So, it's period time. I don't know about the rest of you, but ever since I started trying to conceive, my periods have been all over the place. Now listen, here's a period for me before I started trying to get pregnant, before I even got pregnant the first time. You know, the first 2 days, couldn't do anything. Yeah, cramps so bad that I could hardly move, and when I did, I was miserable and falling all over the place and drugged up on pretty much any prescription medication that my doctor would give me, because Tylenol and ibuprofen and Midol didn't do anything for me. In fact, all they did was make me sick because I had to take so many of them just to feel half of the pain go away. Yeah. Bleeding so heavy that I have to lay towels on top of the mattress to make sure that I don't bleed through, because I will bleed through anything and everything. I wear, every single day of my period, I have to wear the Always Secret overnight, not just at nighttime. Look at this. This is not just at night for me. So that's a normal period for me. After I got pregnant and after, I lost my baby, it started to get a little different. Not even then. So here's what happened. When I got married, my doctor was like, oh, you can get on birth control, because that'll, you and your husband don't have to start having kids immediately. And here's what they told me about birth control and what it would do to my period. 1, it's going to get rid of your cramps. 2, it's going to lessen your bleeding. 3, you're going to be happier. Needless to say, they lied to me. And you know what else they told me? They said, oh, it'll clear up your face, because I have a problem with breaking out when it comes to my period. Anyway, so nothing changed. So I got off birth control, not only just for that reason, but also for, spiritual reasons. And then, after I got pregnant, after I got pregnant and after I lost my baby, my period changed again. My periods just started to get all over the place. 1 month I would be barely bleeding, hardly any cramps. Cool. And I'm like, wow, this is great. This is a great period after you miscarried. Wow, awesome. And then the next month, blood city, and I can hardly move. Yeah. And then, a few months into trying to conceive, I started to get all these new symptoms. All these new symptoms that came up out of nowhere that, very closely aligned with my pregnancy symptoms. That's how I knew the devil was messing. Because all of a sudden, a woman who has never experienced half of these symptoms before in her period life, and mind you, I got my period when I was 9 years old, so I've had a period for quite a while. All of a sudden, all these new symptoms come up out of nowhere. All of a sudden, about a week before my period, my PMS comes on strong. My nipples are sensitive, I'm irritable, I'm tired, I'm falling all over the place, my back starts hurting, I start breaking out. Let me tell you all something. Look at this. Look at this. I don't get just regular pimples anymore. I don't get just this anymore. I get these. This is a new thing with this period for this month. It's like every year, it's like every month I get a new symptom added. Needless to say, period time is definitely not the highlight of the trying to conceive journey. But just because we are going through at this point in the journey does not mean that we need to allow it to affect our journey in any way. Yeah, that's right. What I mean by that is we don't get to use this time to start getting angry with God. We don't get to use this time to start getting angry with our spouses, with our husbands. We don't get to use this time to start acting like Momzilla. We need to find a way to make our periods productive, not awful, and find some kind of way in all of the bloody, crampy glory to bring God glory. That's right. What I'm asking, what I'm saying here, is that we need to find some kind of way to get up out of our pain, get up out of our emotions, literally, and be a blessing to other people during this time. You see, it took me a minute to realize that my period time was my test time. It took me a few months, it took me a few times failing for me to realize, you know what? Maybe my periods are acting so funny, maybe they're getting so funny because I'm being tested. Because there was a certain period where every month my period would come and I would break down. Just in tears. All of my hormones are already all over the place. Now I'm in tears because my period came again. It's not happening. Oh, it's been this amount of months now. It's everything is falling apart in my life. That's what it was like. First month. Until finally I said to myself, what is this doing for me? The period time is supposed to be the time when our body prepares us to have children. This is supposed to be a blessing to us. And we're supposed to use it to be a blessing to God. And it took me a minute to realize that, how I handle this, if I handle this badly, how the devil am I going to handle childbirth? So then I started to think about it, and I started to pray about it. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that we need to start passing the test. So, some things that I've started doing during my period time. Dressing better, dressing to success, because it makes me feel better, and because it gives me a better attitude when I look nice, honestly, because for real, one of the main reasons I'm so cranky during my period is because I look and feel crazy. So, once I started dressing better and dressing in a way that made me feel nice and made me feel pretty, even though what was going on in, down there ain't that pretty, it started to definitely make my attitude better. And then I also started to spend more time with God. That's a given, because we're going through literally, my husband calls periods the devil's tears. Let that sink in for a minute. So anyway, during this time I try to cling to God as much as I can. Watching sermons, going to church, studying, and doing pretty much anything that I can to try to stop myself from not only speaking negativity into my life during this time out of my emotions, but also out of thinking it. So that helps more than anything, because honestly, if it weren't for the grace of God, I would either be passed out somewhere on the strongest medication that they would give me, or I'd be in jail because I punched somebody in the face, or I'd be jobless living with my parents because I can't motivate myself to get up during this time. So that's really important. And I've also started just trying to change the way that I look and the way that I see things. I know that this sucks. It sucks so bad. But, we're mama bears. We're part of the flat-bellied army. We gotta start fighting. And that's not just the other 3 weeks of the month. That's also this week. So, we gotta get through this. We gotta do this for our babies. This is literally the only reason we're going through this is for our babies. So now, we know when our babies do come, that they're going to be a blessing to us and to God. So, that's about it. Hurts to sit right now, so I'm gonna have to end this here. But thank you guys so much for watching right now, and remember, this time, I can't say it enough times, this time of the month sucks, but our attitudes don't have to suck, and what we do during this time doesn't have to suck. We can be productive, we can be a blessing unto other people, we can step outside of ourselves for a moment and think to ourselves, what is the purpose of this time? What is my purpose during this time? And how can I bring God glory even when I feel like crap? So, grab your maxi pads and your heating pads and all the other pads that you can think of, and buckle up, because the exciting part about this time is that after this, there will be glory after this, because after this comes ovulation time. So, y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Just remember to keep God first. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, those who are going through similar trials and tribulations, and those who are just not there yet, those who are in similar situations. Make sure that you share this video. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel to see more of my craziness and to see more about my journey in trying to conceive. And make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you also check out my other social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you check out my blog, www.youngmisses.com. And I'm pretty sure that's all the places that you can connect with me at. Oh, I'm also on Twitter, and I tweeting, and I'm on Snapchat, FabPhoenix15. Make sure that you guys check out my social media to catch up on more of my daily antics. Because I really only try to post maybe once a week, depending on how long it takes to edit. But I really try for once a week. But I try to post on other social media, if not every day, but every other day. I try to be somewhere so that you guys know that I'm alive. So make sure you guys check out my social media. Y'all have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.